they be shining, keep blinded.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Tigers and the Huskies. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Tigers of Melbourne taking on the Huskies of Vancouver. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the...
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. That's a gain of 14.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. after the broken tackle, couldn't get free from much space, taken down right at the 10. Second down and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Huskies are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. As they've got it as we resume action. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defensive player with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there enforcing the completion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category.
Watching P6 on this drive. All right, now let's get in that end zone. Let's get to him, offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Let's get in that end zone.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Huskies go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Tigers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started by making the long, and I mean long, trek up north to Anchorage, Alaska. And it's the Aviators who have the lead in that one. Ray McLeod, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Lumberjacks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle. We have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. From the left side, it's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Tigers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Tigers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Fielded at the 33. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they bring their punter out there now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage. I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Joseph Osai in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
That's interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means after run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Bryant has it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here now, 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to throw now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense forward.
And they're going to sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Watson. The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On second down, they're running here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule.
On a bad time, ready for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. first down. He'll drop to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Watson. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Huskies have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop. Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do. And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Well, this one, Carter, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Melbourne, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Vancouver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.